Go on. Go on. You passed the gate. Go back, Daisy. Past the gate. Go back. Look behind you. Look behind you. Don't you be slinging your head at me. Back up. Back up. Go that way. You better hurry up, Elmo. You're going to be behind. They're going to eat all the feed before you get here. You better hurry up. Hurry up. No, come on around the gate. You know where to go. Welcome back to Worley Family Homestead. Today we're going to be in the shop trying to build a little project. Me and Kim went to an antique store the weekend and she saw something there that she liked. And I believe I can make it here in the shop. What it is, it's a lantern that has been made out of old tobacco sticks. So hang around with us today. We're going to try to make this project. And all right, to make this project, we're going to use a bunch of old tobacco sticks. We got these from Kim's mama's house. That's something they had in the barn for years and years. So we're going to use these old tobacco sticks, try to make them out of the lantern out of the tobacco sticks. What I need to do first is these edges have been worn so much, they're not square, they're not flush. I need a good straight edge to start this cut on. So I'm gonna go over to my saw and I'm gonna go ahead and cut this end off just a little tiny bit to make it square, and then we'll start from there. So now my end is cut, it's square, it's level, and now I can go ahead and measure from here to wherever, how long I want to make these runners, and go ahead and measure my stuff out. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've got my end flush, so now I'm going to go ahead and make my measurements. I want to try to make these things about 8 inches. They're stringers for the first part, so I'm just going to line it up here flush. Come down to about 8 inches. I got a good flat edge there to go on. Uh-oh. I'm gonna mark by 8 inch. And I'm just gonna go ahead and keep marking all my stringers and cut them all at one time. All right, for this last cut, you can see how close my fingers are to the blade. There's my mark I need to cut. So, good thing about this saw is it comes with this attachment. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screw this little arm down. Okay, I'm I'm gonna make sure that my blade is in the right place. That's a good start. Just to make it steady back up, I'm gonna go ahead and put this block under it so it'll be flat. Now, that piece of wood is secure in the saw, and my fingers are not in the way. So let's make this last cut. There we go. Make these two. Yep. All right. All right, you can kind of see here the difference in the tobacco sticks. None of them are actually all the same. These 6 right here are all from the same tobacco sticks, so they're all pretty much the same. These 2 on the bottom are from a different tobacco stick. You can see how much they're all not the exact same. So you got, I guess that's what makes it look so much rustic, and everybody likes it so good. It's all just a little bit different. So you can kind of see the difference in the tobacco sticks. Wish I could find 2 more that was that thin. See, that one there's too wide too. Boy, this one here's like a bow on a rocking chair. But it's pretty doggone close to the same size though. Okay, so I'm gonna save these 2 pieces out. I think I'm gonna cut 2 pieces out of this right here, because that's almost identical. Yep. And that way the base will be the same all the way around. All right, let me go back to my other saw. And as you can see, I don't know if you can see from here or not, but this stick here is a little bit warped. It's almost like you might use it for a rocking chair base. But we're gonna kind of cut the crook out of it. But I'm gonna go ahead and start again because the end is not square like it ought to be. It's still kind of rough, so I'm gonna make a cut, make it flush, and then we'll get us 2 more pieces of stock, so they'll be the same as the other 6. Here we go. All right. Now, we got 8 pieces of stock. That's pretty straight, and all about the same size. So we can go ahead and start our framing. The saw I use, just as long as I got just one small line that I can see to line up on the saw blade, which is fine. But if you're gonna cut like longer material, it's always good just to get you a square. You put it at the back up against this part here. This part here is level. You just line it up to where you need your mark at. And mark it. It gives you a good straight line to cut on if you don't have if you're gonna use a hand saw or some other kind of saw. All right, let's cut this one. All right, now we got our pieces cut, almost all of our pieces, but we got enough to get started with. So I'm going to try to make the base. This will be for the top. These are the legs. So, best way to do this to keep me from getting staples in my finger, I think, is to hold it like this. And that's about where I want that to go. Take my nail gun. No, I don't like that. That's too close. Get over to the edge so I can get it a little bit better. So if I hold it like this, that's a bad edge. Let's do a good edge for the bottom part. All right. All right. So now I'll put this on this side. All right, put a couple extra staples in it just to make sure it's more secure. All right, now we're going to do the other end. Probably a bit easier to do it this way, so I can pay attention to what I'm doing as I'm doing it. I want to make sure they're the same on both ends. So, yeah, let's do this. So this is going to be flush, just like the top one is. See on the top, this outside trace goes further and the inside stays in. So I want to do the same thing down here. So I'm going to take and nail this way first. Slide it to the edge. So it's flush. And this one will be the same way. So that means this other one is going to be the same way too. So I want this flush with this piece. And this flush on this piece. Alright, so So now my next pieces are going to go overlapping like this. So I'm going to put this one right here. Same thing for this side. Pull there, and these are old tobacco sticks. So you got to kind of, they're not going to be exactly perfect, but they'll be close enough. There we go. Now all we got to do is go back and cut the pieces to come to the top, and we'll be right back. Okay, now I've got my top pieces cut for the top part of the lantern. So what the plan is, I'm gonna get these to sit about right here and about right here. We'll try to get this little piece of filler in the middle. So it's going to stay about right here. This is going to go here, and they're going to hold in together. Try to get it about right there. About right there. So now we're going to nail it into place. Try to get them about even at the top. Even right here. Alright, now we're going to get the top together without getting my finger stapled. Try to. Come back and do the other sides. And sometimes you got to turn the wood around. Sometimes this wood is twisted and turned and all sorts of things. So there you go. There's most of it. So what I'm going to do next is a hole in the bottom, so you can't really put nothing in the bottom of it. So I'm going to try to cut a few scrap pieces that I got and use the scrap pieces to fill in the bottom, make a floor for this little lantern. Okay, so now we're going to try to put the floor in. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lay them in here. And they're not going to be solid. They're going to have a little bit of gap in between them. So, what I may do is just put one here, one here, one here. All right. Try to line it up right there. Just get them all even out about the same. Okay, this is a good time to show you right quick since we're out of bullets. These are the staples that we're using. They're in a whole sleeve there together. They're 1.25 inches. And you just slide this back. Put them in that track right there. Let them slide up. And they're back in there again.
They're nails.
Bread nails. See, that's another problem. That's why I like to move my fingers out of the way. Because they may hit a knot in the wood and it might come up and bite you. So I'm going to pull that back out. Okay, let's try that again and try not to get my finger this time either. Now we can do these. And it don't have to be perfect. Just kind of space them out to where you want them. And we'll nail these in. All right, there you go. They're in there. Like I say, it's just a little thing for decoration. Like I say, she's going to probably go on in a little bit and she's going to put some kind of bow on the top of it and probably not paint it, probably not stain it, just leave it just original like it is, just the old weather state, just like it looks now. She'll put something here in the middle and a bow on it, and she'll set out for decoration this year. I don't know, for Christmas time or fall. She'll change the bows on it every now and again, so she can use it for different things. It turned out okay. I might do a few little odds and ends a little bit different to the next one I build. Instead of it being so narrow this way, I might make it as wide this way. But I guess it's like a lantern. I reckon it is long on one side, narrow on the other. But there it is. And we'll try to get a picture of it whenever she gets the bow put on it, trying to show you what it's going to look like when she gets finished with it.